princess with golden hair and a golden star on her forehead. In a distant land, there lived a girl with golden hair and a shining star on her forehead, a star others would kill to possess. Once, she lived in a grand home as the only child of a widowed countess. But the countess was not only beautiful, she was vain, and she could not bear that anyone might be more beautiful than herself. When a young prince came to visit, the countess saw her chance. She hid her daughter away, locking her in a distant room. But the prince grew curious. He bribed the servants and peered through the keyhole, and in that moment, he saw her. Golden hair, soft as sunlight, and a star glowing like at the night sky itself. He was breathless. Later, the countess asked him, "Have you ever seen a woman more beautiful than me?" The prince hesitated and then spoke the truth. No one comes close, except for one girl with golden hair and a star upon her forehead. That was enough. Rage filled the countess's heart. Humiliation burned through her like fire. And that very night, she gave a cruel command. "Take her into the forest and kill her. Bring me her eyes and her heart." The servant obeyed. He led the girl deep into the woods, but when the moment came, she did not beg. She only wept quietly, not for herself, but for the mother who wished her dead. The servant could not do it. Instead, he killed the countess's dog, took its eyes and heart, and set the girl free. "Run," he said, "and never return." The countess burned the false proof in the fire, never knowing her daughter still lived. Alone and heartbroken, the girl wandered through the forest, until she met an old man with a white beard. His voice was calm, his eyes kind. She told him everything. He listened and gave her a small box and a little mirror. "Look into the box and you will vanish from sight. Look into the mirror once and the star will disappear. Look again and it will return. And if you are ever in great need," he said softly, "I will find you." And then he was gone. The girl hid her star and walked on, far and farther still, until she reached a great city. There, she asked for work, and she became a simple kitchen servant in the royal court. She worked quietly, diligently, and soon everyone grew fond of her. Then came Sunday. She put on a golden dress and went to church. Without thinking, she glanced into the mirror, and the star blazed upon her forehead. A hush fell over the church, as if time itself had stopped. All eyes turned toward her. When the service ended, she rushed outside, looked into the box, and vanished. The prince, who had seen her before, ran after her, but found no one. The next Sunday, he waited, and again she disappeared. On the third Sunday, he stood beside her, close enough to speak, close enough to feel her presence. "Come with me," he said. "Tell me your name." She smiled gently. "All of that," she whispered, "next Sunday." And she was gone. But this time she made a mistake. She rushed home too quickly and had no time to remove her golden dress. When the prince entered the kitchen, he saw it, the shimmer beneath her plain clothes, the truth, hidden in plain sight. "Everything is the same," he said slowly. "The golden hair, the dress." He stepped closer. "Only the star is missing." The girl turned slightly, looked into the mirror, and the star blazed once more. And in that instant, he knew. That very day, he asked her to be his queen. And the wedding lasted for days. The kingdom rejoiced, all except one. From the very beginning, the king's mother watched her with cold, unforgiving eyes. She despised her. And when the king left for war, the young queen was left alone at her mercy. Life became unbearable. So one night, she disappeared. On the road, she met the old man once more. He listened and gave her a green branch. "Whatever you wish," he said. Make a cross with this." And then he vanished again. The queen looked toward the mountains and wished for a small home, a warm place, a quiet life. She made a cross, and the world changed. A road appeared. A bridge stretched across rivers and fields, and there, by the mountains, stood a small inn. Travelers came and stayed. They spoke of a kind woman with gentle eyes and a hidden sorrow. Soon, she gave birth to a son. The boy had brown hair, just like his father. For 6 long years, she raised him alone, until one day, a weary traveler arrived. She knew him at once, but he did not know her. He spoke quietly to himself. "Everything about her is like my wife." He looked at the child, and the boy looks like me. Suddenly, the child leapt forward.
"You are my father?"
And then the woman stepped into the light. The scarf fell. Golden hair flowed over her shoulders, and the star shone once more. The king rose in shock and then embraced her. She told him everything: the exile, the lies, the cruelty. He told her his story of war, of false letters, of years spent searching. At last, they were together again. When they returned to the kingdom, joy filled every street, all except one. The king's mother watched in silence. Then slowly she raised a small vial to her lips and felt where she stood. And from that day on, the king, his queen, and their child lived in peace, in light, and in joy for many years to come.